Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to PCM21 Stage Racer. This is episode 67. We're at the Breton Classic teammate assignment today. Assignment complete. We've got the max objective on that one, and we are getting into, well, the punchy bits. Lots of undulation from here to the finish, and we almost immediately saw the peloton over the first couple of hills here split into 3 or 4 different groups. And being that I was working all day and I was right at the front, I find myself mostly alone. Now, the peloton has come back together to an extent. One, well, yo-yoing group off the back as things flattened out for a little while here. But teammates starting to come back into it. But I have no support. I'm totally alone with this group, so I've just got to hang on as best I can and get whatever kind of result that I can get on the day. I do have a -1 on the race day condition, but it's only the downhill Embarador rating that is impacted. Therefore, yeah, pretty non-consequential. The finish, there is some downhill near the finish line, but it's not steep downhill. It's not the kind of downhill that's going to properly impact anything, and therefore I could just about hang on here. It'd be fine. Blikra out the back as the peloton really is only thinned by a small margin. Those groups pulling back together. They had to chase pretty hard though, so it could have done some damage. I mean, you can see Blikra, Alves, Camargo, Garrison all just about done. Delay doesn't have much left. We're pretty much down to just Pedersen and I. Unfortunately, Camargo, well, he's almost... Okay, there you go. He just got here. I was going to say Camargo going to get water, but he was almost out of energy. And then I saw that he was in the front third of the peloton. I was like, oh, he's close. And then he passed off the water bottle. Perfect timing there, buddy. Okay, 38k to go. And I'm starting to get a little bit tired, but that fatigue is definitely wearing into the crew. Now, the peloton, we haven't lost a ton of riders yet, but we're going to get into the more serious bits of climbing here. Now, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more steep climbs to go. 31k, they're short. But at a 75, you can see I drift back really quick. So after this first one, I'm going to start to speed up and counter that because you don't want to drift too far back too fast. So we'll go up to about a 79 now. We'll eventually set ourselves as an 85, use those climbing legs. To get ourselves back in a position. Breakaway is done, 110 riders. It was actually myself that kept the breakaway from getting very far out front or having much energy left, as they couldn't really pull away too well when I was riding at the front. There you go. This time around, second of 5 climbs. There's the little acceleration, but it didn't hurt me that time. And now the field is really starting to split. 77 riders left. Pedersen and Camargo, the only ones left from my team. We're going to go 81 here. It would have been nice if Pedersen was working for me, but he's the leader, not me. And we see a little break. There's 6 riders pushing really hard, and it's starting to bring down the peloton.
15 kilometers to the finish line. Uh-oh, a leader has fallen. We can only hope that it doesn't have any impact on the outcome of the race.
2 to go. 2 to go. Now, if I had a better flat rating, I would think about trying to go away, but that's not the case. Get that 85 to hold position. Gonna make it a little easier. Now it picks up again as we hit the flat.
Only 10 kilometers left.
9k to go.
Attack by Tim
One last climb, and we'll want to be right near the front for that. Pushing hard. Down to 36 in the peloton. One. Tim Vellen's trying to attack, trying to do something. And here's the big acceleration chasing him down before the climb. Let me get up in position before the climb. And can be attack, can be escape. Not really. just go back down to relay. Evenepoel, Pogacar had me covered pretty well. Oh, and of course they escape off the front from that, as Damar couldn't keep up. And here goes the sprint. I'm just hoping to get into the top 10, and that's not going to happen. There's too many guys with really good legs. Red bar's gone. We went as fast as we could go. I tried to get that little escape. It didn't happen. Just after there was a little escape, Pogacar takes the win ahead of Bonifacio, Evenepoel, Laporte, and 21st. Top 25 at least. But not much of a sprinter. My job today was teammate. I was still the highest finisher on the team, comfortably. I was never likely to compete at the Bretagne Classic. The more important thing, and the reason why I started this episode there, was there's news. There's major news. You can see it right here behind me. The team has been able to sign some riders. I am not the only one signed up for next season. Right now it sits at just 4. But we have 4 riders for next season. I have 3 teammates. 3 decent teammates. Delay, well, okay, that's not much of a teammate. But Dombrowski and Tobias Foss, 2 guys that can actually climb. Oh, hell yeah. I mean, that's good. It's not the same team by any stretch of the imagination, and at the moment it's enough to get us a star rating of just over 3. I mean, there's a pretty quick drop off from an 83 to a 78 to a 75, but you get one more quality rider and that star rating is going to go right back up where it was. We were somehow a 4.5 star team with just 9 riders this past season. But you can see we are better in time trial and GC even with just 4 than we already are right now. Let's see if they get some more riders signed in the weeks to come, and if we can get even anywhere near where we were with 9 riders come next season to keep this thing going. A couple weeks further forward, I noticed that the team has added a 5th rider, so we are still adding to that total. And we are at the same course that you have in Richmond for the U.S. National Championship, so it's one I'm very familiar with. However, it is Canada. We have our 2 Canadian races here, World Tour races. This one is Quebec. I had the teammate role again. I've already completed my task for the day. It's again a -1 for the day, but with a 99% fitness. I actually have a bonus to my mountain and hills rating, +1 to each of them, so I'll take that. But I'm going to be on my own. Casper Pedersen just attacked to try to get away, but he's only a few seconds away, and the peloton is actually chasing pretty hard. He is at the moment splitting the field up in trying to chase him down, and 2 other riders have joined him going clear here with 90k to go. For me, no stress from this one, but those 3 guys are still 16 seconds up the road. Peloton coming back together, but yo-yoing. I mean, this very well could leave half the peloton behind if it sticks, if they keep it up for a while. For the moment, the yo-yoing is continuing, though. Now 80k to go. Camargo on a +5. He's looking good, but he is awfully far back. Now, there's enough climbing here that the profile, I could almost have success here, and I have. In the U.S. National Championships, I've won it on a few occasions. I've definitely had a lot of top 5, top 10 finishes on this circuit. Pedersen has been caught, though. That group of 3 has been caught. We're down to 47 in the peloton. Pedersen really struggling here, but Camargo hanging in there. Even with his +5, though, he is looking a lot worse for wear than I am. We have 4 more times to go through that circuit, and we're into the final 45k. The 3 riders off the front, their gap down to 30 seconds. They're going to get caught here pretty soon, and it looks like we continue to chase as this group is getting smaller and smaller. Now just 43 riders and just 1 rider left off the front. 3 more circuits to go. Pedersen hanging in there, but barely. And then Camargo getting a little bit weaker in time, but every descent allows him to recover just a little bit, and we're down to 40. And that front rider's been caught. Here we got 30k to go, and we're seeing a new fresh attack.
And he sprints away in attack.
Late chargers, then Wilder, the one that's going now. And it's time that I step up. We'll go to an 80 for now here, as I'm drifting back really quick. There's Camargo. It'd be so nice if he was working for me, but he's not. Still drifting back. At the back end. Gosh, that happened awfully fast.
Attack.
Trying to conserve. There's 3 laps to go, right? Can't afford to get dropped now, though. Down to 26. Oh, right there. Not even a quarter of a bike length between me and Bahrain Victoria's rider, and it still dropped me anyway. Not even a quarter bike length between us. Usually it takes about 3 to 4 bike lengths before you're dropped. But yes, I was just holding position. I was waiting till the next lap to really worry about being up near the front. Okay, on the descent, this is a time where you can gain a little bit. Bardet is here. I mean, we should be able to cover this. There's a group of 16 to chase down, though. Camargo is in it. We're going to regain contact with this group. It's just Bardet and I now, trying to at least regain contact with these 8.
One of the
And we do, and it's back together.
He didn't interfere with the race.
Okay, I'm gonna try to work my way forward just a little bit here.
Are heating up in front.
We're at 32, 26. Big acceleration. Still trying to be patient, especially after the energy that just got wasted. But these guys are full on attack mode at the moment. Try to improve our position, and then we are going to sit up and recover a little bit. Last lap. One off the front. Ben Tollett, these guys, this entire group, 13 riders, all just sprinted and went clear. And I don't even have an option to chase, to follow. Nothing. And this is just being really harsh today. Come on, where's the help? Where's the support? Nobody in this group wants to go with? There you go, Bonifazio. Come on, you just, what, took second behind Pogacar the other day? And we're down to 6 chasing those 14. $7.5K. We're in the flat. And our group is pushing really hard. Coming back at them, which is good, but
5 kilometers remaining.
we had a contact for a split second, but I'm down to nothing. I've got nothing left in the tank.
This climb features some dreadful percentages.
So it looks like even if I was in that group, I was going to be going backwards. This is full gas, and I just don't have the stamina resistance to keep up with it. But the 2 little split offs really did me in. Twice getting dropped for no real apparent reason. Proper sprinters here, you know, it's not the US field. There's a lot better guys. So I get that without any sort of race day condition or team bonus or spending, you know, 50K working at the front, that I was going to struggle a little bit. I do get in the top 20. I get 19th. I wanted more from that. I wanted to get a top 10, but you know, we're never going to beat the likes of Alaphilippe. But that was disappointing how easily we fell off, not once but twice. Once giving good effort, but getting a quarter of a bike length behind, and then poof, we're in the next group. And then once giving solid effort right there near the front of the pack, but then all of a sudden 13 riders just attack and go one bike length clear, and then that was that. And then we're playing catch up, and that's a good way to burn through what energy you have. It was a strange race, and we were definitely a little subpar. And today we're in Montreal, same task, same assignment. I did my work already at the front, as we are at about the halfway stage right now. I happened to murder 2 of my teammates in doing that. I was just giving 67 effort with infinite relay, and I blew up Blicra and Jones, and they both went out the back and got dropped by a fair bit. Peloton already starting to shrink as others picked up the cause after I sat up, but tempo really hasn't been high. I'm not blinking red or anything. I was still a 67, so they were going ever so slightly slower than I was, but that's still enough to shrink the peloton. 7 riders in the break. We have 70 kilometers to go. I need to start picking up the tempo as the overall pace is beginning to pick up a little bit. Camargo +5, Pedersen +2, Garrison +1, and Delay a +5 today. And even I have a +2. So as a team, looking good. But I'm not the team leader, so this is all about individual. I've been winning each of the previous couple of days, despite being the teammate in support of somebody else. We'll see if I can do the same again today. I like my chances of that being the fact that I have the +2 on that race day condition, +5s to my stamina and resistance. Makes it that much better, that much stronger, that much more likely that I can get a decent result. We have 2 more times to go through the climb, and we've got just 93 riders left, no more breakaway, 25k to go. Let's set ourselves up for the climb to come.
Uh-oh, the pack is quick in the pace.
And here we go. Okay, you see a couple of riders going clear. Caruso, Carr. And I get us up over the top in close proximity. Let somebody else do the chasing from now. 52 riders left. 61 chasing 2. They've got a 40-second advantage. That's a pretty healthy advantage. But here comes the hard chase. And we're just about to hit the climb for the final time. Okay, I'm going to go effort up. And as we hit the climb, I should make my way through the field here fairly well. Got guys going backwards. Got Pedersen not shutting up. Not putting messages over my screen. And we're down to 25 riders with 3 guys off the front. We're going to hit that little false flat section momentarily. I still want to be near the front for that. And we are lapping guys, which makes it really confusing on the chase.
We're into the last 5 kilometers.
We're going to go arrow, 4K, 99. Slow down. 2K to go. Out near the front. All I can do really is try to hang on as best I can. 1K to go. Attacking. It's technical towards the finish. Narvaez has hung on. Simon Carr takes second. I'm fading now from a very strong position, but it's Velens, Kustanov, and it's a top 10. 8th place. I'll take that. That's a good result. Camargo was 23rd. Pedersen was 24th, so I do keep up a trio of races where I at least win the teammate battle, even though I'm playing the role of teammate. You can see we've got guys that are a couple laps behind by the end of this thing, making it a little bit confusing. But I beat Pure Punchers, Kevin Vermark, Quinn Simmons, Pache, Sepp Kuss, well, not a Pure Puncher there, Rodriguez, Latour, Woods, Simon Gates. There's plenty of quality in this field, so 8th place was good. Blickra has re-signed. Goosens is the other new face. He's a climber with equal punching, so that's going to be a good addition. Blickra is not much help for us, but hey, the team is growing. We're up to 6. 5 new riders, well, 3 new riders, but 5 additional riders when I strongly suspected there would be nothing. So this is fantastic. We still have a month left in the signing period, even if we only get back to a similar number to what we had this season. It does allow us to at least have a second shot with the personal growth. We'll see how much better we get, how much more capable we are, because without much teammate support, it's always hard. It's really hard to find success. But if we get to the point where we're OP, that combination may be enough to overcome the challenges. We are closing in on level 28, by the way, as we have just 78 more experience points to reach that one. Coppa Sabatini is next, and then the Worlds. We're definitely approaching the end of this season. The big thing for me, besides the World Championships, is just keeping an eye on what signings we get. That's going to do it for this episode, though. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.